Would you like to learn some powerful flirting hacks? Some guys seem to have it all, don't they? You watch them in bars effortlessly flirt with girls and you're wondering, how are you doing that? Well, today I'm going to teach you some powerful flirting hacks that you can be just like them. These hacks could change your dating life and ensure that every time you flirt, you are successful. So, to be on top of your flirting game, keep watching and you will learn some powerful hacks that will take your flirting efforts to the next level. Let's go, like and subscribe. Be direct when you approach them. The first hack has two parts to it. The first is the physical approach. If you spot a nice looking girl and you want to talk to her, then you need to think about the approach. You don't want to creep on up behind her, tap her on the shoulder and awkwardly say, "Hey, you're pretty." This girl is probably going to think that you are a little creepy and she will try to avoid you after that. So you want to approach her head on so that she can see you coming. Walk straight up to her, facing her, and you say, "Hey, how are you doing?" This direct approach will mean she has only a few seconds to gather a first impression of you. It also makes you look really confident, which girls really love. This is a much nicer way to approach a girl than creeping on up to her. The second part of this hack is being direct with the language that you use. You don't want to start off by asking her to marry you, right? That would be weird. But you do want to make it very clear why you are talking to her. Maybe you would like to say something like, "I just saw you from across the street and I thought you looked really lovely." Make it as clear as possible without being over the top. That way you like the look of her and you are here to flirt a little bit. Be cool. When we see flirting in the movies, it is normally over the top. There's giggling, touching, and eyelash batting. Although this is what we have seen, this is not at all what flirting is. Although all of these things are useful, you don't want to go over the top to use them. You want to be staying cool. The more subtle gestures you make, the more successful your flirting game is going to be. Quick touches, a few laughs, and no eyelash batting is the start of a recipe for success. When you are around a lady and ready to flirt, you need to keep that cool and be like those cool guys that you see effortlessly flirting at the bar. Smile whenever you can. Guys, you do sometimes forget to smile. You have that strong, stoic look on your face, and to a girl, you can come across kind of cold and look very disinterested. You can also seem clingy and a little bit creepy if all you do is smile. You want to be somewhere in the middle. Smile when it is appropriate, like when a girl tells you some great news or when she walks in and you see her for the first time. Then you can have that strong, stoic look on your face when you are listening to what she has to say or while you are waiting for drinks. Then you will have a mix of friendly facial expressions and mysteriousness, which is the perfect mix in a lady's eyes. Give her some compliments. This one will not come as a surprise because girls absolutely adore compliments. They love it when a guy gives them one, and it's a great way to start off with a flirty conversation. Any compliment that you give, you want to make sure is a genuine one, something you really like when you look at the lady. You don't want to go over the top and pay her a lot of compliments because it becomes too much. 1 or 2 compliments is more than enough to pay in one conversation. You could compliment anything from her hair to the dress she's wearing, down to the shoes. Also, compliment a girl's personality to make sure you don't come across a little bit too creepy. Start bringing in touch. Once the touch barrier is broken, it shows a girl that you mean business. You want to show her that you are here to flirt with her. First of all, you need to make sure that she is flirting back with you and that she is interested. And you can guess this from her overall body language. Then once you know this, you can start bringing in that touch. You might be walking together and grab her hand briefly, or if you are sitting next to each other, touch her thigh quickly as you are both laughing. When a guy takes charge and initiates the touching, it makes a girl think that he is really confident, which is a major bonus. Try to be as subtle with it as possible. It's better to leave her wanting a little bit more. Text back if you are interested. You met her and she gave you her number. That is amazing. Now is the time to text her back, but only if you are interested. Sometimes guys see girls that they think are really good looking. They flirt with them and realize actually they are not attracted to their personality. This happens a lot and it is fine if you feel that way. So don't bother texting her because, well, that's going to lead her on, right? But if you are interested though, start with a text that says hello, who you are and how you met, and then ask how she is or if she's had a nice night. It's important to start the conversation in a casual way. And remember that although you remember her, she might have had some drinks and might not remember you. Once you have been texting for a while, you can arrange a date or another meetup. Keep that spice alive by flirting a little over text. Eye contact is important. Sometimes eye contact can say more than words can. Like when you spot a lady at the bar and you catch her eye, it's the first step before approaching her. It's a moment of electricity for you both. Eye contact is a really important flirting tool. You want to be able to catch a girl's eye, hold her gaze for a moment, wink, and then leave her wanting more. When a girl is telling you something important, which does happen a lot during the flirting, she wants you to be looking her straight in the eye. Eye contact comes in different forms when you are flirting, but it needs to make an impact. Tease them. Girls love it when guys tease them. You need to be able to find the right balance with teasing. For example, you could say that you noticed she dropped her napkin when she was standing with her friends, and you can ask if she ever gets called clumsy. It's fun and flirty. Sometimes when guys tease girls, it can come across as rude, so you want to avoid that. If possible, you want to make her laugh and get her to release those feel-good hormones like adrenaline, which will make her feel a little high, which means she will feel like hanging out with you is always going to be a great time. Watch her body language. While thinking about your own body language, also think about hers. How is she holding herself? Does she seem interested or disinterested? Is she flirting back and moving closer to you? You need to be thinking about how she is acting. Maybe she's twirling her hair, which is a good sign, and it shows she is flirting. If she is standing with her arms crossed, she's putting up those barriers. This does not mean that it's all over, you just might need to work a little harder to grab her attention. Lean in. When you are both alone, it's a great time to lean in closer. When you lean in, you are bringing your bodies closer together and creating some sexual tension between you both. A good time to lean in is when she is talking to you. It shows that you are listening, but also creates this environment that is full of excitement. Say interesting things. Flirting is not all laughing and touching. You do actually need to attract her. This is something that you can do with your words. Have some interesting things to say. When you answer questions that she asks, don't just say yes or no. Explain why you've given her those answers and make sure to tell her a little bit about yourself so that she feels closer to you. If you like, you can also display some of your knowledge or show her how passionate you are about something you love. There you go, we've reached the end of the video. I really hope this video helped. Leave your comments down below if you feel I've missed something from today's video. And one more thing, if you want to get your name rolling up like these people's names just here, then all you have to do is click the link in the description bar to find out a little bit more. Have an amazing day, like and subscribe. See you soon.